Okay, today let's talk about KBD. In particular, we're going to be talking about the kbd67 versus the kbd75. All right, this is a kbd67 lite. How do you tell? Well, little shape right there, right? Plastic case. I mean, I've always wanted this, and so I bought it, and it's really cool. I really do love it. The fact that this is a gasket mounted, I mean, if you take this apart, you'll find that there are pieces of the plate that holds it in place. So it's not mounted into the case like the traditional setup is, right? And because of that, there is some movement. I opted to get the polycarbonate just so I can feel the experience. I've got the aluminum before. I've got the you know, what's the other one? The brass version. I've got the other ones already, but I've never gotten a polycarbonate until this one. I've never gotten a gasket mounted until this one, so that's the reasons why that made this very attractive to me. What it doesn't make attractive to me is the fact that it's plastic. You know, does it ruin the feel? It doesn't, but it ruins the overall appeal. All right, they sell the kbd67 V3 case for this, which is identical to this, but instead of plastic, it's actually metal. So I'm going to pick that up to get that experience, because ultimately, I think it'll make the kbd67 Lite perfect. Honestly, that's in my opinion. Some of you might already have this and love it. That's fine. You know, for me is when it comes to my keyboards, the best keyboards that I have are aluminum case keyboards. With that being said, it's still a great board. Let me show you this one. So this is the 67 Lite. This is the kbd67 V2. You know, so this is hot swappable and this is soldered. As you can tell, the difference is that this has that, you know, space, this doesn't. But because it's soldered, I can actually have that back in. The reasons why I have it this way is because I didn't want to fit into a plastic case. I want to fit into an aluminum case. Unfortunately, when I bought this, I got a great deal out of the PCB and the plate, right? So what I did instead was I got a Tada aluminum case. Heft-wise, this is pretty incredible. This is good. Likewise, it is a good case. Don't get me wrong. If you come across a Tada 68 case, grab it in a heartbeat, because I think it's worth it. The problem for me is not that the Tada case isn't good. The problem for me is that it's not a KBD case. It's not a tofu case. So in my mind, I want a tofu. So I'll pick up a tofu to complete this off. I'll keep the Tada so I can use it somewhere else, because it is a good case. Heft-wise, I mean, I like this keyboard more than I like this, because this is genuine. This is perfect. But heft and quality, I like this more than I like this. Okay, with that being said, I can make the V2 match the Lite. The only slight difference, as I mentioned earlier, is this PCB is mounted onto this case. This PCB is mounted onto the plate, which then is slapped in the middle. Had I used this plate for this board, I could probably put it onto here and then ultimately put it onto a V3 as well. I would imagine the other version of this, which is the the Mark II, which looks identical with a slight difference. The case is pretty different as well. But I believe I can interchange them. You guys who own more than one kbd67, you let me know. Is that true? Have you intermingled them? I'm assuming you can, because the configuration looks almost identical. When I get a chance, when I have more PCBs, that is, if I can come across them cheap enough, I'll play around to experience it. Okay? And that's what you'll find out about me, okay? Is that if I like a board, I like to pick up the variations of each of the boards. Does it make a huge difference when typing? No. It makes a huge difference to me because I know that this is a Lite, this is a V2, this is a V3, this is a MK, Mark II. It's my kind of variation pleasure. Okay? So this is kbd67. Here is a kbd75. And in this one, this particular one, this is a V1. Okay? As you can see, all of them have drop MT3 keycaps. These are white on black. These are Susuwataris, right? I do love them. I know they are very simple, but I love the shape and I love the feel. So that's that. So this is a V1. You can tell because the shape, right? There's a V1, V2, and a V3. Don't ask me the difference between 3 versus 3.1. That I don't know yet. But you could tell the difference between a V1 and a V2 and a V3. Okay, so this is a V1. I got this at a good deal. This is soldered in as well. The slight difference between this one versus the kbd67 is the function keys. That's it. If you were to ask me which one I like better, to be honest with you, I don't know. Because I love the 75. Do I need all the function keys? No, but I love it because it has a much squarer shape. This one is much longer and you could put in your bag and then you can move places. So this is great as well. But if you were to ask me which one I like better, I like them both. If you were to ask me which material I like better, obviously I like the original. I like the aluminum. I like the diffuser in between. That makes it look really nice. It adds a little bit of color. Okay. Other than that, to be honest with you, if I get a chance, I'll probably pick up a V2 just because I like the case layout, the case shape, just so I can get 2 kbd75s, right? I'll hold off onto the V3 at a later date, but at least then I'll have that. So as you can see, here's my KBD collection so far. I've just started. I mean, as you saw earlier on, I picked off one-offs. I picked off drops. I picked up, Idabao. And so I'm just recently starting to go into KBDs. Will I stop there? Probably not. I'll probably pick up more of the KBDs. I'll probably pick up more sets of keyboards and go from there. But for now, I just want to show you all what I have for KBDs. It's probably a smaller collection than others, but give me a little bit of time. I'm enjoying understanding the variety as I pick out the pieces that I want. Okay. Unfortunately, I solder this, so in order to make this fully great, I would have to desolder everything, change out the plate, and then I can start playing with gasket mount, stuff like that. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But rest assured, I'm gonna get the MK2, the Mark II. I already got the V2, right? I already got the kbd Lite. There is a Lite V2, or is it a V3? I think this is a V1 because this one is a wired only. The V2 of this is a wired and USB, and then there's a V3 that's about to come out. I don't know if I'm gonna go into that variety of the lights, but I do know that I want the Mark II. I want I've got this V2 and I've got this. Okay, all right.